Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري يسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. So previously we have talked about uh, the death, and then we have seen the many ayat related to death, and then we have talked about barzakh. Okay, so that's what we have seen. So again, first we just to warm up ourselves, we'll see one of the Quranic ayat, which is again related to the the suddenness and inescapability of the day of judgment. Okay, so that's the ayat which is mainly obviously related to day of judgment, and just to warm up, and then we will go to our topic. So today we'll talk about baausulmaut and the hereafter. So that's what we will discuss, and we'll see what's the difference between them is, and then we'll see another Quranic ayat which is related to baausulmaut. Okay, so we have seen many ayats. For example, this is one of the ayat which is related to day of judgment. We could have seen it in the end, but I thought, okay, we begin with it, and then we'll do that concept, and then again we'll see that ayat. So I know we won't be having that much time, but if we complete that, so then we will move to another topic, which is ruh and nafs, again, which is very detailed kind of topic. So we will discuss about that, maybe like we'll start it today, or maybe we'll do it the next time, inshallah. That's the plan. So let's have a look at this, one of the Quranic. So can you read it, Isa? Can you read it? Are you able to see that? Yeah? Yeah? Yes. Yes.
Yes. Around number check करो.
فلا يستطيعون
तो those here.
لا
لا
إلى
عليهم.
أهلهم. Good. Yeah. So فلا يستطيعون توصية ولا إلى أهلهم يرجعون. So do you remember from where this ayat is? From which surah? This is one of the very popular surah of
Surah
Quran,
Baqarah.
Surah Yasin,
Surah.
which is the heart of Quran, as we say. So that's the one. So what we will try to do, we'll try to see its meaning first. What does it say? Because as we say, like it is related to the suddenness and inescapability, that you can't avoid death, and the the day of judgment. So basically, it's about the day of judgment. So we'll see that. So I've got separate meaning, and then you will see the meaning. Then again, we will test you after that. Okay. So first we see the fala. So I've written up it in like
English.
in English as well, in Roman English. So fala. So fa is so, then, and. Okay. La, of course, we know not. Okay. So if you combine it together, so not, then not, or not. So that's how this fala means. Then we have yastatiuna. Okay. So when I was reading through it, so they say like there are some root words, toa, wow, and maybe we'll do it later on. Shahid will cover it. So when they come in a word, toa, wow, and so it is related to ability or capacity. So these are some kind of root words. But anyway, we need to have a look at its meaning. So they are able, they can, or they will be able. So that's what this.
अच्छा जिस तरह वो इस्तात से निकला इस्तात आपकी कितनी एबिलिटी है.
Yes.
ये सतीवन भी उधर से.
I don't know, but that's what the meaning is. Okay, but that was I read, like if you have four or one head, so these are the root words in a letters, if these letters are in a word, so it is related to. So they are kind of prefix or suffix as we have in English. So and then obviously further things are added to it and to make it a complete word. The another one is Tosia, the next one. So we have seen Fala. I get word sometime it doesn't. So Fala we have seen, yes, Tatiuna we have seen. So next one is Tosiyat. So Tosiyat is again it was saying like Wow Swa Ya. So it is related to giving a will, making a bequest, or giving instruction. So the meaning is a will, a bequest, last instruction, or recommendation. So the first three words, these are the meaning of them. Okay. Then let's see the fourth one, Wala. So Wala. So wow is there. So wow we use it for. And la we use for
not.
Okay. And neither on and not. Then we have ila. Ila. Two words. Okay. Then we have ahlihim. So ahli is for people, family, and then him, their family. Okay. And then their family, their household, and then is the last word that we have got is yarji'un. So again, it was Ra, Jim, Ain. So if it is count these letters, so it relates to meaning to return, to go back. So basically, meaning is they return or they are returning. So now we know the meaning of all of it. So all we can do, that's what this is written in English, in Roman English as well. Now you have seen the meaning, so let's try to recall what we have learned. Okay, so yes, what was Fala, Sohan? Do you remember? So not. Okay, let's see. Yes, very good. And then we have Yastatiyuna. Who remembers it? Yeah, let's see. They are able. Yes, very good. Yeah. Then we have Tosiyato. Yes, a will.
Instruction.
Okay.
And not.
Yeah. And this one, Isa, Wala. Wow is for? And? Not. Wala. La. And wow is for and law is la malif la is not. Then we have ila, towards ahlihim, their
families,
their household,
the return,
they return. So that's what what we have. So if we combine it together, what does it make?
So they will not be able to make any
instructions,
finalist request
for their family to be returned.
Yeah, yeah. So they will not be able to make a bequest, or nor will they return to their, nor they will return to their families. And this is the so ना कोई वसीयत कर सकेंगे ना अपने अहल की तरफ लौट सकेंगे. Okay, so basically that's what it is. Okay, so I thought like we'll do one of the ayat first, and then we'll go to the. Oh, just to, before going to the topic, so this is in chapter number 23 of Quran, Sipara, as we say in
Mali
subcontinent culture. So Sipara. So what's his name? 23.
Yeah, Vamali.
Vamalia. Yeah, Vamali. Okay, so that's the name. Vamali. Okay, and then surah name is Surah Yasin. Okay, which is a Makki surah. okay, which was revealed in Makkah. Okay, and surah number is this. Surah Yasin, surah number is 36 if you see it in order. Okay, and ayat number is 50. Okay, so that's what this ayat is. So these are the details of it. So, so now this is the concept or things that we would like to see. So we have talked about death, what is death, and then we have also discussed about barzakh, the intermediary state between the hereafter and once you die. So that's the period that you have. So that is called barzakh. So this one. So first, let's have a look at this baausulmaut. Okay, so Baas, Ba, Ain, Sa. So it's resurrection or raising, and Al-Maut, the death. Okay, so that's what Baasul Maut is, and let's see what it is. Okay, so basically, I mean, as you see from the meaning of it, it's the raising after death, that you will die, and after that death you will be raised. Okay.
So this is after barzakh?
Yes, because
Okay.
when you have died, you are in barzakh, and then you will be
This is
raised.
after
We'll
barzakh.
link it, with qiyamah as well, and then we'll see where actually it falls in. Okay. So, so as we say, like it refers to the resurrection and the raising of the death on the day of judgment. Okay, the day of qiyamah. Okay, because all people will be called by Allah, and they all will gather together in front of Allah. Okay. So, so they will be resurrected from their graves to face judgment for their deeds. Okay, so all the people, they will be all the dead will be resurrected from their graves to face judgment for their deeds. And this Basul Maut, this marks the end of the barzakh period. So the barzakh will end here, and this will start the beginning of the final judgment. So that's what this Basul Maut is, and there is a Quranic ayat as well. We'll discuss it later on after this in detail, and you'll see its meaning. But what it says, the horn will be from their graves to their Lord they will hasten. So horn is what? What is horn? Sur. So sur will be blown, and
इसका मतलब है बासुल मौत जो है वो आफ्टर क़यामत सूर के बाद ही होगा ना.
Yes. So as soon as the horn is blown, and then like all people will go up from their graves and gather. Yeah.
एक और चीज़ भी मुझे समझ, उसमें दुनिया होगी, ठीक है. अब जो पहले जिनकी डेथ होगी है वो चलेंगे बरज़ख में. अब जो लोग पीपल हैं सूर फूंका उनकी फौरन डेथ होगी, वो बरज़ख में तो नहीं जाएंगे, वो सीधे ही फिर बाज़ुल मौत में चलेंगे.
सीधे वहाँ जाएंगे.
ऐसे ही होगा.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
या वो उधर से होंगे फिर ऐसे.
Because not, as I think I did we did discuss it last time, because not everybody goes to grave. Somebody has died in here, somewhere. So I mean, so that's how actually.
बरज़ख में तो वो तो रूह है ना, बॉडी तो नहीं जाएगी. बॉडी तो चलो समंदर में या इधर चलेगी, आग में चलेगी, रूह बरज़ख में जाती है ना.
Yeah, it's a spiritual kind of concept. Yes. Yeah. But I think that's what it will happen, because once the
सूर फूंका जाएगा, everybody
everything is finished,
and then they will wake up.
Yeah, they will wake up, because they will die, and they will come to they will move towards.
फर्स्ट सूर जो होता है, जो जहाँ तक जो रवायत है, पहले सूर पे वो सब मर जाएंगे, अगले सूर पे उठेंगे सब लोग वापस. ऐसी है ना.
इसका मतलब जब डेथ होगी फिर उनकी सारी रूहें बरज़ख.
No, so when the first horn will blow,
die,
everyone on earth will die. Like,
and then their spirits will go to barzakh, and then second सूर फूंके जाए फिर बरज़ख से ऐसे. तो कहते हैं हर everybody has to go to barzakh.
I don't know. Yeah. But
एक तो मरने के लिए फूंका, दूसरा उठने के लिए होगा. उन सब की रूहें दोबारा बरज़ख से बॉडीज में आएंगी.
I don't know. I mean, I have not read about this sur, that how many sur will be there. So I'll read it, then I'll be able to tell you. But I know there
एक तो कंफर्म है ना.
sur. There is sur. Yes. And there is an angel for that, a specific angel. I think the name.
है उसका नाम है ना, क्या कहते हैं, इसराफील.
Israfil.
इज़राइल. नहीं इसराफील सर
Israfil.
इसराइल तो मौत के हैं फरिश्ते इसराफील सूर भोंकने वाले
Yeah. So there is an angel who is dedicated to this job, as we know. So they will make that horn or
So the
sword.
angels are going to be the one.
Yeah,
इसराफील
yeah. Angel dedicated to it. So he will do this, this job. So that as we have read it. Yeah. Okay. So basically, that's what baausulmaut is. Okay. So barzakh, obviously, the state between death and resurrection. Okay. So that's the period, and we did discuss it. So we should bring our YouTube as well.
Like, subscribe, and share.
I didn't say it. Kashi said it. So thank you, Kashi. So baausulmaut is the resurrection itself on the day of judgment. Okay, so it's the resurrection on the day of judgment that we all go towards the God. Now yawmalqiyamah. So the day of qiyamah, the hereafter that we say. Okay, so now we'll see like how it's related to this, where this baausulmaut comes into this qiyamah. Okay. So basically, this refers to the day of resurrection, day of judgment, the day of standing. Okay, where you will be standing in front of Allah and you will be, judged based on your deeds, whatever deeds you have performed during this world. Okay, so so basically, this qiyamah concept encompasses the entire event of the final judgment. Okay, so that's the entire event, and it's one of the major events that mark the end of the world and beginning of the hereafter. So this is where the hereafter will start from qiyamah. So basically, it includes a series of events such as blowing of trumpet, the resurrection of all creation, which is baausulmaut. Okay, the gathering of all beings. All beings will be gathered. The accounting of deeds. Your deeds will be accounted. Crossing of the sirat. So there is a bridge, and it is said that that will be established over the fire of hell. That bridge will be established, and it is said to be sharper than a sword and thinner than a hair. Such a bridge is there. So, Allah has created this, so people will be able to pass on that. An ultimate entry into paradise or hell. Okay, so that's what I mean. So when we talk about qiyamah or hereafter, so there are series of events that will happen. So baausulmaut is basically one of them.
So this is all baausulmaut.
No, this is qiyamah. Baausulmaut is one of them. It's one of the tasks, one of the events that will happen on the day of qiyamah.
But that going through bridge, bridge and deeds, everything is baausulmaut.
No, baausulmaut is what we say, like it's the resurrection or raising of the death on the day of judgment. So you come.
That's only that event is baausulmaut.
Baausulmaut. Yeah. Okay. So and its meaning is as it's raising al-maut.
एक और चीज भी एक बासुल एक बादल मौत भी तो लफ्ज है ना बासा बादल मौत बासा बादल मौत लफ्ज है बादल मौत के बाद.
That's what maut after maut is basically. These are different events that
these are badal maut.
Badal maut. I don't know what you call it. Maut, the death. So after death you go to grave.
Okay, so it means all these barzakh, these are badal maut.
So basically, this baausulmaut is one of the events that will happen in qiyamah, in hereafter, as we say. Okay. So basically, baausulmaut refers to the individual experience of the death. They will get, come out of the,
their death,
their grave. Okay. And the qiyamah refers to the collective resurrection judgment of all beings, because that's how it will work.
Where does this sequence of events come from?
I'm just reading it, so don't go into the order, but I think probably that's what I was reading, that what will be the event, because I wanted to see where this baausulmaut comes in. So that was my, when I was searching for it, so what I was looking for, that where does it come, baausulmaut, in qiyamah. So that's what I feel like it's one of the events that will happen during the day of qiyamah.
It doesn't matter.
One interesting thing which few of these scholar says that
Yeah.
you know the sirat, pul sirat you mentioned.
Yeah.
So this pul sirat is this life.
For all beings,
The scholar says this. To say okay,
don't have like brain.
there's no point in having a different pul sirat. This life is pul
Like, I
sirat.
think
If we
Qiyamah is
are
probably
on the
for
right
more
path,
of like gens and
then we have crossed the pul sirat, and if we go astray, then we could um, go in failure. We won't be able to cross it. So this is the actual pul sirat. Is this life?
In one sense, you can say, like, because it is all accountable, it is all being recorded. So in one sense it is, but actually that's when I think it will happen again.
Because they say that okay, there's not going to be a separate
like
pul
forgiven
sirat
already.
like the way it's mentioned here.
बट ये जो वो बारीक है, थिन और उसकी तरह शार्प है, वो लोग कट के नीचे चले जाएंगे जो हो गया।
It may be some kind of hadith that I need to follow up, but that was
जैसे
coming
कुल
up.
सरात का भी कुरान शरीफ में है इसका।
हदीस में है, लेकिन वो कहते हैं कि ये जो पुलिस रात है बेसिकली ये जिंदगी है।
मैं बात समझ गया, बट
I mean, we can explore it further, but in general, I mean, if you take it this way, so that's fine. I mean, because for a Muslim, for a Mu'min, the life is a test, so you have to be good.
कुछ लोग कहते हैं ना कि आफ्टर डीड्स, जिस तरह आपने कहा है ना कि अल्लाह ताला फिर बताएंगे ओके यू आर ऑन द राइट और नॉट, देन यू विल गो टू पुल सिरात एंड द पीपल हु हैज अ गुड डीड दे विल क्विकली गो,
Yeah,
एंड देन पीपल हु हैज अ बैड डीड दे विल
they'll fall down.
हाँ, तो हमारी दुनिया में तो हमारे डीड का तो नहीं पता चलेगा, पता तो
कुछ लोग कहते हैं वो कहाँ से कहते हैं?
फास्ट ये डिसीजन तो एट द एंड ऑफ द अल्लाह ताला ने करना है
Yes,
ना।
yes.
नहीं वो कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि
नहीं
पुलिस रात से
नहीं नहीं
करेंगे।
अभी देखें, अभी आप एक बंदा जो है वो बैड है, ठीक है, एट द एंड ऑफ बिफोर हिज डेथ अल्लाह ताला उसे हिदायत दे देता है एंड ही बिकम गुड।
Hmm.
तो अभी वो पुलिस रात उसकी बैड है, एट द एंड ऑफ द पुलिस रात ठीक होगी उसकी, ये तो मेक सेंस नहीं बनती।
दिस कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ पुलिस रात itself, कह रहे हैं कि ये कोई फिजिकल कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है कि जिसमें आप मैं कह रहा हूँ फ्यू स्कॉलर्स से दिस sort of physical embodiment of a पुल, ठीक है ना। ऐसा नहीं है कि एक पुल बना हुआ है उसमें से गुजर रहे हैं। वो कह रहे हैं कि ये लाइफ itself जो है पुलिस रात
तो हमें तो ये बताया गया ना
Yeah.
कि एक पुल ही होगा जो इतना बारीक और इतना शार्प होगा, नीचे आग होगी, ठीक है, बट वो फिर हर किस्म के स्कॉलर्स जो हैं फिर
Yeah.
अपनी सोच के मुताबिक बात
Yeah,
करेंगे।
but in terms of like the baausulmaut of
हकीकत
qiyamah,
जो है अल्लाह ताला ही जानते हैं सिर्फ।
yeah, sure. Yeah. But I mean, these are the things that are going to This was baausulmaut and qiyamah, and the other thing that you were mentioning like is about ruh, and I think probably we could link it with that ruh and nafs. जो ये आप लाइफ में कह रहे हैं ना कि ये जो है वो the life in our life we are passing through police sirat, so because here obviously we are judging it by ourselves right now. I mean, in terms of our deeds that we are doing, so we know it. I mean, if we have a look at it, kind of independently, or I don't know, maybe not, because at the end of the day, obviously the Allah will judge and decide. It's not we
The
that
thing is,
decide,
if we-
but still we have some kind of like self-correcting, self-regulating kind
But
kind of thing.
nobody has that, like not everybody.
Yeah.
Because अगर everybody do self,
That's
बुरे काम
difficult.
करे ही ना,
No.
ठीक है, बंदे को पता, but he will go into the deep and deep,
And that's why with this where comes the I mean nafs. So we'll talk about nafs, what nafs is. So I think that will be interesting as well. So there is one ayat related to baausulmaut, so which is here, and there are some other as well, but this is one of them. So this is what وَنُفِخَ فِي السُّورِ فَإِذَا هُمْ مِنَ الْأَجْدَاثِ إِلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ يَنْسِلُونَ. That's one of the ayah. So let's see what it means. So وَنُفِخَ, so we have wow here. So wow, what we means wow? And it will be blown. Okay. So again, the root word when it is noon, fa, ha. So these letters, so it relates to something related to.
Nafakh, to blow.
So and it will be blown. So that's the combined thing. Fi into sur. So we know
The
asur, al-sur,
the
sur, horn, trumpet. Okay. Faiza.
and when
So then.
so then
Then.
home
They. Then.
uniform
Minal. From. Yeah.
al
Minal
again al the judas.
Okay.
The grave.
And it's the plural of the das. Ila, towards.
Their Rab.
Their Rab. Okay.
Yansilun.
He will hasten.
Hasan. They will rush forth.
So again, the root word is letters are these. So now you have already seen the meaning of it, so you can try to do it. I'm just conscious of time, so let's and it will be blown. Fi into born. Faiza born. Min from al-ajdas, the graves. Ila towards Rabbihim, their Lord. Yansilun, they will hasten. And the horn will be blown, and at once from their graves to their Lord they will hasten. और सूर फूका जाएगा तो वो फौरन अपनी कब्रों से निकल के अपनी रब की तरफ दौड़े चले आएंगे. Okay, so that's what I think we have for today. I think we stop it because if we start further, so there will be more things.
अभी एक और चीज़ भी है, जब हम सूर कब्रों से निकलेंगे तो हमें कहा गया ना कि हम वो कौन सी जगह है जो सऊदी अरब में है, मैदान हशर, वो उधर जाएंगे, दूसरी तरफ रब उधर आएंगे. फिर मैदान हशर में ये वो है ना हमारा गुड और बैड. नहीं तो जब रब आएंगे उधर तो हमें डिसीजन करेंगे ना कि किसमें राइट है, कौन. उन्हीं के सामने तो हमारे अमाल पेश नहीं, तो फिर उनके सामने कैसे वो पेश होंगे वर्चुअल. हमें तो ये बताया ना कि